Hello there, I'm Aldrahill, and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, Norwegian Wood. It is 22nd of January 1456. This is episode 3, and we are independent. Norway has occupied 3 of the really most important Danish provinces. We're going to support Sweden's independence soon, but first, something cool. Zoom in on one of the little ships that go on the trade routes between countries. If you hover over them, it actually tells you what they're carrying. I only just found this out. I have almost 2,000 hours in this game. That's carrying grain from Zemplen. How bloody cool. So we are coring these. I've also improved autonomy in all of the provinces to, calm them down. We are very much low on Diplo, but that's okay, because we don't really need that. We're going to obviously put some foci here. So Denmark is obviously not our friend. Norway has already rivaled us, so Norway has already rivaled us. Novgorod has already rivaled us, so we shall do that. Scotland has yet to rival anyone, and I would rival Scotland, but they've actually got an alliance with France, and I really cannot handle France right now. One possibility, however, is that later on I can handle France, because their navy is very limited, and if I am able to attack Scotland without having to deal with French troops, Scotland would be very, very easy. So I am currently returning these guys, improving relations within Sweden. I hope to, when they stop hating me, I will then straight away support their independence. But I would like to do that maybe a little bit after I've maybe kind of got some troops back together. I've got some fabricating claims going on right now. And I'm going to fabricate those claims on, probably on these provinces here. Because there's some really nice development provinces here. So on like Lund would be good. I do want to start pushing into Sweden as well, but obviously I need to, free them first. So that's going to be important. A naval race versus Novgorod. Have a fleet equal or larger than Novgorod. 18. Well, that only needs 2, so yeah, that'd be pretty easy. Of course, the problem is it costs a quite large amount of money to build ships. So, it's easy to get though. Naval tradition and morale of navies for 10 years. It's quite nice. I think we'll do that, just because I'm going to build the barks eventually anyway. That's good though. Okay. So I'm also going to destroy my fort here, because I don't really need it, and it's costing me quite a bit of money. I'm still going to be losing money at the moment though. What I'm going to do is I will have my trade ships be protecting trade in the Lübeck trade node, of which I own a now decent chunk of it, by the way. The rest of them are going to go to my capital because they're going to be mothballed, and that is actually going to put me in positive money. So Scotland is now my ally, and they have also rivaled England. England is now a bit of a pile of dog shit. I am not going to get a royal marriage with them at all, because there is a genuine fear that could be pretty bad. I'm going to try and get a royal marriage with the Austrians, because having a Habsburg on the throne could be effective. France is also a possibility. Having a personal union with France would make this bloody easy, but they don't actually want me, so nobody wants me. I can get a royal marriage with England, though. A Lancaster would be okay. They have royal marriages with Portugal. I will probably have one with each. Do I want a Habsburg or an English wife? That's the question. At the moment, I will have to defeat England eventually, but nowhere not in this time period in the slightest. Not for at least another 30 years or so am I going to be fighting the UK. The main thing is to try and get a grip on the mainland. Let's just do it with Austria, because we're not going to be severing ties with them anytime soon. And we get a 2/4/4 queen consort. Thanks a lot, buddy. There we go. And we'll get one with England as well to just kind of solidify our love for each other. So we're going to mothball these guys, and that brings up our economy. Does it not? We can get another rival. Brandenburg Province, Scotland, or the Teutonic Order. I don't want to rival any of those people, because I don't want to. I cannot afford to piss off Brandenburg, because they're Denmark and Brandenburg will ally. Province, not a chance. Scotland, no way. Not for a long while anyway. And Teutonic Order, They are actually defending against the Pomeranian conquest of Danzig. And if I start getting territory there, I'm just going to start pissing off other people. So I'm just going to leave that one alone. So we are now just waiting, basically. I'm now just at a period of waiting. I have my troops. I have my territory. It's just now the fact that I am very low on income. Oh my goodness, I am low on income. That is rebel risk. Oh no. Oh dear. That's a lot of rebel risk. Wow, they are pissed off. So there's no way I can afford to fight them. So I am going to have to boost stability, which is very unfortunate, and also harsh treatment these guys. Wow, it costs a lot of military power to do that. Still 2.5 years. Holy crap. That's not good. That is unfortunate for me. Well, we are fabricating... I'm going to keep fabricating claims on the Danish. And I'll also be fabricating claims on the Scottish. And as soon as we can support the independence of Denmark, it'll be good. It's just these rebels that are a problem. Why are you pissed off? It's because of the war exhaustion, it seems. Ha. Pretty bad war exhaustion, but that's going to go down. Our overextension and war exhaustion will go down, and our legitimacy is not helping either. Definitely not helping. But as our war exhaustion goes down, that should help out, because it's going to lower the risk of rebellion steadily. Okay, we are very finally making money. I'm considering firing this military guy, because we do not actually need military power now. We are going to be actually ahead of everyone else for quite a while. We're going to be getting up that tasty Tech 5 pretty soon. What we really need is we need an administrative one. So inflation reduction, stability cost modifier. We don't really have inflation. To be honest, I kind of just need cash. But in the meantime, I'll just deal with it. Ah, Sweden is loyal again. Oh dear. That's not good. That surprises me, actually. Whoa! Oh, okay. Scotland's announced its arrival. That doesn't seem very nice. Jerk. Oh, screw you, Scotland. Let's mess you up. That's what I'm going to do. Alright. We're going to get rid of this general. And we're just going to kind of replenish ourselves. I mean, the rebel risk is concerning. I will not lie. Shelland, fine, and Kindingalagan. Actually, let's get our transports out of mothball. And we'll move them over here. There is a risk of rebellion, but it's one that I hope will not happen for a little while. And unfortunately, we are going to have to renew loans, increasing our inflation. I think we just have too many forts, frankly. We can't really get rid of the fort in Shelland, though. We kind of need them to be occupied. Could probably get rid of this fort, to be honest. Probably. How quickly do we get favors of these guys? Every 3 years? Every 4 years. Oh, man. Not good. Kinda need those forts. So I will actually have to fire this guy. We really do need just to be making money again, because we are very poor. So our war exhaustion is going down really quickly, thankfully, and also our overextension. What happened? Why did we lose stability? Oh dear. Oh dear. So it appears that the Austrians just... I'm really confused why we just lost the stability there. Huh. Okay. So when we die, there will be a succession war between England and Austria, which is very bad. So let's hope we get an heir very soon. But the key thing also is that Austria just lost its election with the Holy Roman Empire. That surprises me, actually. That surprises me a great deal. I also lost stability, and there's also the Bergen Riot. So Olaf Nielsen Skang, popular commander of the Bergen Fortress, And sworn enemy, you have the Hanseatic League in Norway, has been killed by local merchants. Despite his long history of service to the crown, he was also a pirate, hunting down Hanseatic ships all over the North Sea. In order to eliminate this threat to their interests, the German merchants instigated a riot, cornering Oliver the local abbey and burning it to the ground. Wow. Oliver met his fate in the flames together with monks, local bearers, and the Bishop of Bergen. Wow. Nothing could be done. We lose 10 prestige. Or, this is the end of the Hanseatic. I lose 75 ducats. Wow. Lubeck hates me. And Lubeck suffers in general. Oh, this is in the Lubeck trade note. I see. The Bergen riots. Interesting. Interesting. I would have thought this actually happens mainly towards Denmark. You know? Weird. Okay, I actually don't know this event. What shall we do? We lose 10 prestige or Bergen riots happen. But where is Bergen? Oh, it's there. Well, I can't do that then, can I? I'm very confused by this. Nothing could be done. Can't really stop it. And I cannot really deal with rebellion just now. So we really do need an heir. Like, desperately. Come on, Sweden. Stop this loyal attitude bullshit. Can't keep that up. Alright, 2 years for that rebellion, 6 and 3.2. The war exhaustion is sinking, thankfully. Okay, we got naval enthusiasm, so that's cool. Morale of navies. Okay, cool. Rival of our rival, Livonian, of at least 100, gain diplo power and prestige. I guess we could try. Do Livonian Order even know who I am? They do! Okay, cool. So, Livonian Order. Hello. Improve relation with them. Let's send our transport ships back and mothball them. And we're gonna do that again and go protect trade into the Lubeck trade node. Okay, awesome. Now it's just about hoping we don't suffer horrendous rebellions, because we simply are not able to deal with them. And if we do get attacked by the rebellions, we will have to immediately kind of like spend our military power. That's okay. I mean, we are focused on military power, so we may as well use it for something. We have a pretty big national interest, but the war exhaustion is sinking. In about a year's time, the war exhaustion and overextension are going to go. We're actually going to be less... actually negative unrest. That's going to be good. Okay, well, we're going to have to extend that loan, aren't we? Well, we'll just repay. Let's repay that one. Repay one loan at a time, for God's sake. And renewed another one automatically. That's okay. That's okay. Come on, man. There we go. Let's get rid of this bloody overextension. There we go. And that gets rid of all rebellions except for the Danish separatists, and they take 4.4 years. Fantastic. So we're going to really need to make sure we have... This is a state. Wow, like it's so expensive to core. Oh my god. That is expensive. Okay, so can we get some contribution from these guys? We can actually spend some prestige and get influence and loyalty. Having a bit of ducats would be pretty good. Thank you. From the clergy, we can again do some things, but we can get 10 papal influence. Not super helpful, I'm afraid. All right, let's give them a little bit of this land. Where's the better manpower provinces? No, nowhere is good for manpower. Jesus. We'll give them Trøndelag. That's the clergy. Can't give them Trøndelag. It's already owned. That's already nobility. We'll give them this one. Just make sure they're not gonna immediately be pissed off and be like rebellious. It's fine. Perfect. We really do need an heir. Could you please give us an heir? So we got some more claims. We've already claimed Lund. We're gonna also claim their capital, their new capital of Ostland. And for the Scots, we will claim the first territory that is able to be grabbed in Sutherland. You jerks. So we need to be focusing admin really quickly because we really want to get that. Start getting colonialism. Norway's finest. For the armies of the great king, nothing that the finest Norwegian soldiers will do. Silly sleepless nights pondering the future of our military. Including we need to set higher standards. The number of available men will be smaller. We can fit more. So lose manpower. Jesus Christ. We already have low manpower. But gain discipline or lose prestige. I'm gonna get the discipline there. So I will have less manpower. But the thing is that is going to allow me to get, well, it's going to mean that the fights we do fight are more likely to win. Please have an heir. I freaking beg of you. This is now getting quite silly. Anyone else want to marry me? I'm very pretty. Look how pretty I am. No? Okay. Oh. The Crimeans are at war with the Ottomans. Okay. It'd be really sad if we became into a personal union with Austria or whatever. That would suck. We've neutered Denmark, though. It's just the Swedes that we have to worry about. In the initial war against them, to be honest, they would probably wreck us. Oh, they really rebuilt their armies. When's the truce up? Oh man, not until 71. That's nice. We've got these two very powerful allies. Ooh boy, Teutonic Order's the last piece of rival. Cool, decline power nobility. We need an heir. We need an heir. So the next person we could possibly fight would be Scotland, but again, there is the issue of France. The Scottish armies are very easy to handle, but how do we deal with the might of the French? Either A, the French will already be occupied, or B, we will have to destroy their navy. So first of all, let's check the navies of the time. Norway, we've got 3 heavies and 7 lights. 3 heavies, 7 lights. France is 2 and 6, so we'll just beat them in an even battle. However, there's also the Scots to contend with, and the Scots have... Do the Scots exist? What? Where's Scotland? 1 light ship. Okay, well that's actually quite comforting. We could build some more carracks, but they cost 50 bloody ducats. That's going to be very difficult to afford. But if we could do that and sink their navies, we would be able to have a very, very good strength in terms of... Wow, Henry Lancaster 6x4. Oh, and the Castilian wedding. The Iberian weddings happened. They have bound their alliance. So Aragon is now under a personal union with Castile. To be expected. Our inflation is going to start jumping up very shortly. And once again, we have some rebel issue. France knows Austria is a new rival. Ah, I thought they were going to pay our foreign debts. Ah, I thought they were going to pay our foreign debts because they're a great power. That'd be nice. So great powers do have... Ooh, Shetland's the seat of a cardinal. take that. Because there is a chance that that people will pay for your debts, which is very nice. All right, let's try and get a few extra troops. We can't really afford much, but armies are more important. I think we're going to try and get to Tech 5 before we start any other kind of wars. Let's keep fabricating claims in these guys. We can also grab Holland. And taking some of these things are going to be really, really good. For example, there's a fort in Elfsborg. So taking that as a priority is a priority. In fact, probably taking Elfsborg, Halland, and Lund is probably going to be the best thing we can do. We have an heir. He is, unfortunately, a pile of poop. But he is an heir, so that's okay. We're going to call him Hakon. Sure, why not? Hakon Hoopsk. Hoopsk. Whatevs. All we need to do is wait for France to get into a war with someone else, and then we should have a good chance of winning something. So it is going to be a small period of waiting and peace while we just kind of wait for... Hey, they got the finished mission. Wait for strength. We can become Papal Controller. That might help. There's a chance we'll get Papal Controller. 28% chance, actually. If we get that, that'd be really nice. In the meantime, it's basically going to be a game of patience, waiting until we can fight again in 11 years. Trying to get up enough money. And maybe also fighting Scotland. The issue, of course, of fighting Scotland is there will be French people joining. But if they do not join, oh boy, we will conquer all of Scotland pretty much instantly. We'll basically take 3 provinces from them. Actually, we'll probably just take the Western Isles. Oh no, I can only get Inverness. So it'll be Inverness, Aberdeen, and Sutherland. Which would be very, very nice. A possibility also would be to actually vassalize Scotland, which would allow me to use some Diplo power. But the thing is, I actually... yeah, that could work, actually. And I could use them to feed into England. Ooh, feeding. Okay, if you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and a comment. Help the channel out a lot. And wish me luck. It's a hard game. I was Aldrahill and I'll continue to be. And this has been Europa Universalis 4, Norwegian Wood. Bye-bye.